right? Video 2, choose yes or no to tell if the fraction is less than 4/8. So I'm going to check, is 1/3 less than 4/8? It's so important for you to know that this means less than and this means greater than, right? You have to remember, or the trick I like to remember, is that the bigger number always goes on the open side. And I remember it because I think of ice cream cones, and I always want the bigger amount on the open side of the cone. That's just a little trick I use. All right, is 1/3 less than 4/8? Let's check. 3 times 4 is 12. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 is less than 12. This is yes. Is 5/6 less than 4/8? 8 times 5 is 40. 6 times 4 is 24. 40 is not less than 24. Not true. 6/10 is less than 4/8. 8 times 6 is 48. 10 times 4 is 40. That's not true. 3/4 and 4/8. 4 times 4 is 16. 8 times 3 is 24. 3/4 is not less than 4/8. No. All right. While you are making a recipe, you read that the directions say to use less than 1/2 cup of sugar. What fraction of a cup might you use? So this is asking, what are some fractions that are less than 1/2? You might just start to be knowing fractions that are smaller than 1/2, right? If I think of 1/2, it looks like this. So I could do this, right? I could split into fourths and see that 1/4 is less than 1/2. I could also just start picking numbers. Like, let's say, is 3/8 less than 1/2? I'm just guessing. And 6, 8. Yes, it is. 3/8 is less than 1/2, right? So I suggest either using a model, right, an area model, a picture to check, and then writing the fraction, or you could guess some numbers and then cross multiply. So my explanation, because of course if it says explain, I need to write a sentence, is I drew a picture of 1/2, then I cut it into smaller pieces to see a fraction smaller than 1/2. I checked my work with cross multiplication. One-fourth is less than 1/2. Okay? I could have also used 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, right? These are all just smaller pieces. My only thing I would say to look out for is if you drew 1/2, okay, and then you cut it into smaller pieces, it looks here, or not looks like, here I see I have 2/4 colored, and I do, but 2/4 is equal to 1/2, right? So that's not a good answer. 2/4 is not less than 1/2. I would have to figure out that just one of these pieces is less than 1/2, so 1/4. All right, only one of the comparisons below is correct, which is incorrect. Sorry, only one of the comparisons below is incorrect, which is incorrect. So I'm just going to check them. I know incorrect. We learned in vocabulary that this prefix in means the opposite. So what's the opposite of correct? Incorrect, wrong. Which one is wrong? 3/4 is greater than 1/2. 6 is greater than 4. This is correct, so it's not the answer, right? It's asking which one is wrong. So it's a little tricky. This is correct, so this is not the answer. 1/5 is greater than 1/4. 5, 4. 4 is not greater than 5. This is wrong, so this is my answer, I think. I'm going to double check. 7/8 is greater than 8/10. 70 is greater than 64, so 7/8 is greater than 8/10. That's not my answer. 2/6 is equal to 4/12. Just looking at this, I know I could multiply by 2/2 and get that, or I could cross multiply and get 24 and 24, and I see that it's equal. This is correct. Well, that's true, so this is not my answer. My answer was B.